Yes, I remember to start the recording. That's a win right there. We're starting off good. All right, let's go ahead and take a moment to connect our energies, yours, mine, with the God of your understanding. Let's take three long, slow, deep breaths together and go ahead and breathe in. I am. Breathe out consciousness. Breathe in. I am. Breathe out consciousness. Breathe in. I am. Breathe out
Hi.
consciousness. And as we rest for a moment here in this beautiful space of infinite divine grace, you can feel this deep, rich, unconditional love flowing to you and through you, all around you, into everything you see, feel, do, and know. This love is the truth of who you are. Unconditional love, witnessing perfection in every moment.
Speaker and microphone are not working.
Relax into this knowing. Feel the comfort of this awareness, the reassurance, that lovely deep inner knowing that all is well. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to do the 5 hums now. So I'll mute myself, and anybody who isn't muted, go ahead and take a deep breath in and hum. And we're going to do that 5 times in a row right now. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the room. Arlene, you might try logging out and back in. Out, whoops, out and back in. There we go. Because her microphone isn't working and she's not having much luck with the speakers either. Okay. All right. Well, we are blessed because we're going to hear from David McBride, but he's got a special guest appearance from Archangel Michael, who wanted to have a message to share with us. David, please welcome Archangel Michael.
Archangel Michael, what would you like to say to the group? Dearest ones, the work you do here in this meeting is of the utmost importance. The goodness that you do for all of life is unmeasurable. And all of this comes back to you, amplified. Many of you don't really know how powerful you are. Let this be a demonstration of how deep your love and understanding is. I love you all. Thank you.
Beautiful
Thank you,
message.
Archangel Michael.
So beautiful to hear from Archangel Michael. Thank you for bringing that in, David. Is there anything else that you'd like to share? You still have a little time left.
I have typed up a Word document that I'm going to attach to tonight's replay email that will come out. And it's a thing that I picked up in a little freebie handout in Agape called the Oath of Manifestation. And it's very valuable. I've been using it for 2 weeks and I'm finding all kinds of synchronicity speeding up in my life. So I'm going to attach that, and whoever would like to use it may.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Arlene's having trouble with her microphone and with her audio. So I put in the chat that she might try logging out and coming back in. But I don't know that she's looked at the chat. So we'll see. It'll all work out. Whatever it needs to be is what it will
Hey,
be.
stop it.
All right. We're going to hear from Michelle now. Michelle, let me do the ask to unmute thing. There we go.
Hi, everybody. I am celebrating that even though I wasn't supposed to come on yesterday, I did, and Elaine and I had a little time to talk, and that was unbelievably wonderful. 'Cause she's unbelievably wonderful. And I'm just really grateful, blessed and grateful. I've been getting, I've been recognizing when I'm not being in peace, which is new for me. So I'm celebrating that. I've been getting I've had 6 aids in 2 weeks, and they live too far. They pay too much to come, so I'm not comfortable with that. And I'm just waiting for God. I have a lady now that's coming, and she's definitely paying a lot to come, but she wants to come anyway. So I'm just gonna go with the flow. Things are getting done slowly but surely, and I'm grateful that the house is finally getting cleaned. And my room is going to be in order soon because, we're doing it a moment at a time. And I'm trying to be really mindful of her, like that it's not too much, that it's not overwhelming, and that she's not exhausting herself, because that's what I understand other people usually expect from assistants. And I'm not treating her that way because I wouldn't want to be treated that way. And thank you all. You guys have given me so much, and without you, I wouldn't be where I am right this moment.
And,
Thank you.
I also want to thank you, Michelle, because you teach us so much. You are a natural spiritual master. And it's so funny that we never see it in ourselves, right? We don't see our own brilliance. And so your willingness to show up here and be open and be real about where you are and whatever struggles or challenges you're dealing with, that is why you're experiencing such growth. That authenticity really makes a difference. So thank you for setting such a high bar and challenging all of us to show up at that level. It's really inspiring.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
Thank you.
Mm. We got Ruthie in the house, and I love that color on you. That
Oh,
looks
thank you.
great.
Hey, that's great.
Really pretty.
Well, it it was clean. So, so yes, I just got my laundry done. So well, geez, I am so grateful because of all the inspiration and love and joy I've been getting from Michael Beckwith's videos, and there's a wonderful one called "The Answer Is You," which David lent me, and it was so wonderful. Uh, and and I'm thinking there must be a way to share it with the group. I might make a copy of it or something and put it up on my Dropbox. But anyway, he is so good. And also, we're going to be going to Greg Braden's he's going to have a special day of healing and transformation in Los Angeles on November 8th. And there's still like a few tickets left. I think there's 20 something tickets left or 40 tickets left or something. But anyway, so we'll be going to that on November 8th. So I'll get to see him in person. Yay!
That is great.
And I'm very excited. But anyway, so then and all of that, in addition, I'm working, feeling very creative, working on writing in my journal and also doing artwork and stuff that's helping some other folks as well as myself, and cleaning up this website stuff that's, you know, so I've been busy, but it feels productive because the brain works. And I'm so glad. It's so wonderful when the brain works, isn't it?
Yes,
I'm
it
thankful
is.
when things are humming. So
I hope that Darlene sees to read the chat. She held up a big picture, saying that her microphone isn't working.
oh,
Read the chat.
oh, good.
I don't think she can see this, but I'm going to pin
Scoot it.
myself.
Oh, scoot the picture over a little. There you go. Read the chat. Yeah.
Hopefully she
She's,
sees
yeah,
that. Read
she's on
the
it. I
chat.
can see she's on it.
Good.
Anyway, thank you
Excellent.
so much.
Read the
And,
chat.
and I
Okay.
totally forgot. Last night, we met Colin Farrell. He came to the MPTF. It was the third time I got a chance to meet him because he's been here before. He loves MPTF. He has a disabled son, and he started a foundation for his son. And he's coming back in a month with his new screening of his new film, and we'll see him again. So
That's
I'm so
so
grateful. He's
cool.
such a nice guy. He was so nice to everybody and gave everybody a big hug, and he's
Aw,
just the nicest guy. So
that is great. That is
yeah.
great. So, Arlene, I would call on you, but we can't hear you. So you have to log out and come back in, and you'll be the next person in line when you do, because right now your system isn't working. So we're going to hear from Angela, the woman with the lovely hair. You can't escape it, Angela.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's so funny that nobody has noticed that I cut my hair. To me, it was such a huge change. But no, when I came back from Canada, because I cut it just before I left, most people here didn't know, but nobody's noticed. So, and I was trying to get it cut this week and it didn't work out. So anyway, um, hello, and I'm so happy to be here. I am so blessed and happy and grateful to be here. And I've made so last time I told you about chorus group chance to sing with the group that I hadn't been with for a while. And one of the members reached out to me and asked if, well, we went to an event together on the weekend, which was another member who was running a singing class with oldies but goodies. So we went together to that. And then yesterday she came over and we were thinking about, she wants me to join a Christmas concert and sing with her. And it's like, I don't think we're good enough. Well, you might be good enough for that, but I'm not quite there. So, but we did some practicing, so it was fun. And we made a much deeper connection. Our husbands seem to be very similar people. She knows I have friends coming the end of next month, and she said, "Hey, I've been a housewife for 40 years if you want any help with cleaning." And it was like, I don't think we're at the place of cleaning yet. We're still trying to move things around, but but she has a little mini truck and she said, I can help you take stuff to the garbage center. So now I just need to get my husband's okay on what can go. Anyway, yes. How are we doing? I don't know what else. I feel just, I feel busy, but I'm not accomplishing even getting meditations in sometimes. And it's like, how is it possible? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing enough yet, but it's getting sorted. Yay.
It is. And actually, yeah, yay. You bet, yay. Because we tend to be really hard on ourselves and beat ourselves up. And one of the most powerful techniques I started years ago now is my daily celebration. So here's Arlene back again. And Meta, yay! All right. See, your energy's so good, you brought everybody in. But with my daily celebration, I do this with a friend of mine, and she's got a very, very different life from mine. But I celebrate what I accomplished the day before, and I project what I think I'm going to accomplish today. And then life happens, and it's always a little different than what you think it's going to be. And that's okay. And I first started doing this when my parents were alive, and I would beat myself up over not getting more done in my business. And why wasn't I getting more done in my business? And when I looked at how I actually spent my time, I was spending a lot of time with my parents and taking them to doctor visits and just hanging out with them. And that was quality time I would never get back again. It was very important to me, definitely the best use of my time. And all of a sudden, I didn't have to beat myself up anymore. It's like, you know what? That is how I want to spend my time. And so I really appreciate you, Angela, because you're honoring your gifts and you are so good at connecting with other people. They just feel enlivened by you. So that is sharing your gifts. It is making a difference in the world. It might not be the way you thought it was going to be. It's not dollars and cents yet. And you're getting in the energy of it. And that's the most important thing because the energy is going to bring it. Yeah. Cool. Arlene, can you hear us this time? I don't know. Doesn't look like she can hear us. She's not responding, so that's not great.
I sent her a text.
Okay, good. Could you let her know that she should test and see if she can hear us? Although I am saying stuff and she would respond if she could tell. If she would say something, we'd know if we could hear her.
Okay, I'll tell her real
Okay.
quick.
All righty.
Try talking to us. We want to see if we can hear you. If she's even looking at my phone, who knows?
Right, right. Well, let's hear from Kelly. Kelly, it's so good to see you. I missed you last week. You got to unmute,
There we
sweetie.
go.
Yeah, there we go.
It
Good.
wouldn't,
Perfect.
it wouldn't show its face. I am so grateful to be here, so very grateful to be here. And I just love you all so much, and I love this group and what we get and do for each other. And I thought of you so often, and I had really a wonderful trip, and that's why I was gone. It's been 3 weeks since you saw me. And when you were meeting last Wednesday, all of a sudden, it was just like this complicated thing. And all of a sudden we were leaving, and it was our last night with our cousins and my 95-year-old aunt. And it was 7 o'clock, which is 4 o'clock for you guys, right? I called on you because I was so sad and so disappointed because I had just been doing some work and then I had just sat down to visit with everyone and we were leaving. I was like, what? 7 o'clock is not just a little earlier than the other nights on our last night, So I was so sad. It was like my little 5-year-old, and I called you all in. I'm like, come love me, my friend. So I'm just very grateful that I went there. And a couple months ago, Ruthie shared a link of Joe Dispenza's about this meditation to do between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And at the time, I was often up at that time because there was a dog barking and roosters in the neighborhood. Now, it doesn't matter if it's perfectly quiet, I am up at that time. It's remarkable to me. I'm not saying I stay up, but I turn the thing on and listen to it and do my best in my sleepiness to repeat all the things we're supposed to repeat. And I can tell it's shifting things in me. I really can. And then I do this other 7-minute thing that I told you about that he mentioned. And I did day 58 in a row today. So not, I didn't even miss during vacation. And it has given me, sometimes I get no pictures at all. You're supposed to vision what you want. And sometimes I get no pictures, but sometimes I get really fabulous pictures and I'm already out of time. And I it's just given me a new enthusiasm and joy for life. And it's not really any different than it's been before. In fact, there's been some really frustrating things, and I still have this joie de vivre. And just like you, Elaine, I have done a gratitude journal for a lot of years. And I've done a 5-minute thing that is, that's the name of the book, 5-minute journal. 3 gratitudes, an affirmation, 3 greats that are going to happen that day. At the end of the day, 3 amazing things that happened that day, and what could make it better. So just super quick, I know I'm out of time. I handled a really difficult situation, a couple of them in a row with a really challenging escrow. And the other agent that's working with me sent an emoji of the seas parting. And then he wrote me and said, "Girl, I'm calling you Moses from now on."
That's great.
So I thought you guys would appreciate that. So thank you for letting me ramble on. I love y'all.
Absolutely. And we were right there with you. We were totally there with you last Wednesday when you were feeling the pain. Absolutely call on us anytime and
Thank you.
feel
Thank
that
you.
love. Feel
Thank
that
you.
love.
Thank
And
you.
I
Oh,
so
and
appreciate, go ahead.
if I don't respond to David's email about the oath of manifestation, somebody remind me to, because I've been reading that for over a year myself. Same thing. And it does say it's about all these unexpected things. And it says, I accept unexpected prosperity. And I heard the other day, take that out. I expect prosperity. And then it goes
Ah,
on to say in unexpected ways. But the
there we go.
prosperity part is not unexpected. It
Right.
is expected. So
Good point.
just offer you that.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I can't wait to get my hands on it. That's brilliant. Awesome. And thank you all for your willingness to move from Wednesday to Thursday. I'm doing a class that's got a competing time on Wednesdays, and it's for at least 4 weeks. So we'll see how it goes, but thank you for being so flexible. I really, really appreciate it. Arlene, can you hear us yet? It's not boding well. We'll come back to Arlene, but we're going to hear from Dorji. Dorji, got to unmute. We would love to celebrate you.
Did you see my text?
Your text. Now I'm
To
trying
you?
to me.
Yeah, in the chat.
Oh, in the chat. No, I didn't. No, oh, I see. Oh, okay. Now I see it. Yes. Sure. We'll go ahead and do your intention right after. And if you want to use that intention, that's fine.
Okay. I'm probably healthier. I say that every week, but this week is this week and last week, I had the 2 massages, and my back is straight. I can walk fast. I can lunge again with no pain. So I think the universe sent me a signal. I'm in New Jersey right now, and I forgot my insulin. But I've been taking less and less, but I still love the sweets. You know, I overdose sometimes. So that's what the insulin is there for. And I forgot my insulin. So yesterday I thought to myself, am I going to move heaven and earth yet to get my insulin? Or am I just going to try to live without the sweets? So I decided I'm going to live without the sweets. And I'm doing okay so far. So I think it's going to work out. Um, I'm riding my bike now all the time. I can stand on my bike. I have enough balance now and strength to stand on my bike. Um, through success, we finished it. I think it was great with Deborah. With all the new stuff that comes up all the time, she brings that in, and a lot of new stuff came out. You know, I'm working on heart coherence. My when I'm in my stadium of light, I connect all our hearts before we send out the waves, and I just feel, yeah, things are getting better.
And you're right,
You did.
they are. Things are getting a lot better. Do you want to go ahead and do your intention right now, Dorji, since you needed to leave a little early?
Yes.
Okay.
We had an intention on Tuesday, and Elaine came up with this great intention, and I felt I have to bring that into our group. In Love and Light, we are so happy and grateful that we all embrace and embody unconditional love in every thought, word, and action as we engage with the divine, with ourselves, and with others, so we experience immediate healing, vibrant energy, and great prosperity that ripples out through all creation. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Ooh, that was really good. So peaceful. And for those of you who did not make it here early enough to participate in the kind of opening ceremony that we did after breathing, um, and a message came through, and it was about unconditional love, and that it is always there. It is always in you and with you and through you and in everything you notice throughout your life. So remember that it's there and tap into it, because it is there to serve you, and it's actually the truth of who you are. We just, being human beings, we like to put a lot of junk in the way, so we forget that little detail. Yeah, makes life more exciting. Cool.
And when I was intentioning right now, I felt like when we did the humming, right? It was like when I did the humming, like a foghorn was coming home. And my, one of my favorite songs of all time is Into the Mystic by Van Morrison.
Yep.
And then that's when he says, and when the foghorn's blowing, you know I will be coming home. We're home here right now. That's our foghorns.
Very true. Very true. Thank you so much for bringing that in, Dorji. Very, very powerful. All right, we're going to celebrate Carolyn. I'm so glad you're here. I love the
Okay.
light. You're just illuminated so beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Just random. Anyway, um, okay. Anyway, David, so glad. I'm sorry I came in, but I came in just to hear the end of that, and it was like, yes, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about how divine we all are, and how I am, and that we don't know it half the time. And that anyway. Um, But what I'm celebrating this week is I have, two friends. I've been working with both of them to assist them in however I can physically as well as emotionally, who have very serious cancer issues and are on, really horrendous. They're not horrendous, they're treatments. They, well, good news on both of them this week. I mean, for the one, her numbers came back. She's getting to be taken off of harsh chemicals. And, so there's a little bit of gentleness and tenderness that I feel for them, that, yes, whatever they're doing. I'm so impressed by the bravery of these women, I'll tell you. And, and how they keep reinventing and finding a place for the divine, in their journey. So I'm just, so I'm really just celebrating that. And then, my chaotic landing here in South Carolina, which is actually going pretty well. And that I am really spending time lying there in bed with my intentions in the morning, which with real thought about it, and having incredible dreams, and taking time to remember those dreams, and think about it. And because every day my intention, it has a lot of the same things in it, obviously, but it's different. And I know that anyway. I'm just, and so my days are